All right, everybody, we are back here on Project Nebula. And I've been a little busy. Some things have gone on. And overall, we are going to talk about the Caves and Cliffs update coming to this game. Which, this is going to be a good update. I'm telling you this immediately. So, first little order of business is things have changed with me and Nebula here, and hopefully you'll start to see videos on this soon. I think tomorrow is a town hall meeting, so maybe maybe things will be brought to light a little bit more about what's going to be going on. But if not, I'm probably going to be asking in the chat soon of what I can do. But I have become a helper, which means I am going to be helping with planning projects in the future for this server. It's not a moderation position. It's not anything like that, but even though at times, if I do see that there's any stealing or anything, yeah, people are able to come to me and I can potentially help them with the issue. So that's going to be in the future. But also, I mean, things like that, I'm probably not going to show is like things that, oh, iron. We have had somebody with the name Iron join. Oh, well, I didn't know that that was here. It's a Christmas jingle and it's Halloween. But basically, the project that I have been assigned to is the spawn town here, which needs a lot of work. And I'll say this, you know, from when I joined this server to now, the spawn ain't bad. Like, you know, in spots, there's still giant ass chests and everything. Or, well, not giant ass chests. I mean, there's a giant ass watermelon. But there's still, like, chests in places, and I don't even think anybody works on this anymore. Yeah, the canyon isn't really used anymore. Maybe there's a way that we can try to bring that back. But, um, yeah, so basically the spawn town is my assignment. I'm not working on this solely alone. There's a whole, whatchamacallit? There's a whole, oh boy. There's a whole, slew of people working on this, and, whatchamacallit, bitch. Is there a bed? Is there a bed anywhere, please? But yes, there's a whole bunch to be done out here, and a lot to be worked on, which I'm excited to get to work. Right now, I think everybody's kind of, you know, I don't know what's going on. It's been pretty quiet. I threw a pathway design up. Actually, I can probably go and look if I absolutely want to. Let me go look in the creative server here if anybody has built any more pathways. This is mine. This is the Pride pathway that I think Cass wants to keep. That's where we're just standing with the jingles, and this was Solaris. This I love. I love this, and I love this. These are some great path designs right here. Especially this one, it's very unique. And it gets that bit of use of grass. This pathway here is Matt's or Raving Platypus. This is good. I like the lanterns the most, especially the lamp posts. I don't know who built this, but That's a thing. This is the one that I made, which I feel like is a bit much, but the difference between mine and Matt's, I'm pretty sure, is just the use of no path blocks, which I feel like the path blocks would be pretty cool to see get used, but yeah, that's why I'm not a gigantic fan of this path, because the grass doesn't make the path look very walked upon. It kind of makes it seem like, kind of overgrown. And of course, Soul, he put down 4 designs here, which I love these 2. This might be a bit of a bitch to make because of the concrete. That's a lot of concrete powder and concrete that we'd have to get. And then Soul just a complete flex. He made a goddamn pathway out of gold. Complete flex, but I guess if you have a gold farm, it works, I guess. Not really my first choice, but I do like Soul's pathways, and I'd love to do either of these, especially just maybe, instead of the grass in here, we add that little bit of depth, but I don't know. Of course, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. But yes, I'm kind of hoping one of these 2 gets picked. If not, maybe a combination of mine and Matt's would be really good for the marketplace. I don't know which path is. Let me look at the Discord. Has anybody even said anything? Oh, there's a Minecon discussion tab. We'll get to that here in a moment, because that is going to be a very big discussion. Yeah, I don't know if we've decided on a path. Maybe I'll look into that in a moment here. But yeah, this is what's going to be done first. But outside of that, everything being done in the spawn here is going to be like kind of clean up, freshening up, and everything like that. Which is great, honestly, because there is some cleanup that can go on. Like, there's just chests randomly everywhere. Some things can be changed. Some things can be cleaned up. I know in the marketplace, there's already been a lot of work done already over here. Like, next door to my post office, there used to be a giant-ass volcano. Someone's built a shop already. Oh, I never did this. Oh, no. But yeah, somebody has built this awesome shop soon. Brick and mortar. Oh, whose shop is this? Fire needles. Ah. Really good building. Love the building. Very modern. And it definitely makes fun of my post office. Has anybody added anything in here? No, I never took Alex's post box away. Damn it. Okay. Well. Oh yeah, and just to say, it's past October 1st now. I've removed everybody from the post office. These are the people who have paid, except for Alex. Yeah, these are all the people who have paid. This is kind of how I'm organizing it and everything. These few people, I didn't know when they paid. I don't really know exactly how to read the core inspect yet, but yeah. So I just put October 1st for all of them, just to make it work. But yeah, that's how I'm organizing that. But if you want a post box, it's either 1 diamond for the month, 5 diamonds for the 5 months, and then 12 diamonds for a year. So if you want a post box, let me know. And if there's any custom requests, or if you want to potentially arrange a different type of a payment, I am more than willing. Oh, yeah, he didn't seem friendly. But yeah, I know there's but there is a lot more being done in the marketplace now, and I think there's a lot of cleaning up being done as well. I think back here is going to be the biggest change. No, actually. It hasn't been expanded yet, but I'm pretty sure the marketplace is going to get expanded back that way a little bit. But, yeah, I don't actually have really anything to do out in the spawn. What? That's new. I don't remember this tower, unless it's just being rebuilt. But yeah, I don't really have an assignment that I can do over here yet. I'm gonna... whatchamacallit. I'll put something in the chat, and if not, then maybe I'll just suggest them at. Maybe we'll have a spawn committee meeting to kind of get, a plan together so then people can kind of get to work. Because so far, it's been like... When did the whole helper thing start? Like a week ago for me? And I feel like I've barely done my job. I literally did one small grief that wasn't even really a grief. That is it. So... I want to kind of feel like that I'm doing my job. But I'm going to go and get something to drink because my throat's about to enclose on itself. And then we are going to get into talking about the 1.17 Caves and Cliffs update. So, today, as of when I was recording this, or October 3rd, was the Minecon live stream. Which is where every year they announce the new update and everything like that is going to be coming. And no words, but just wow. Just wow. Like, it... I didn't really have high hopes. I was kind of hoping for either a builder's update or a caves update. I didn't expect to get the cave update. It was thrown completely out of left field for me, and I'm happy that it's happening because my God, this game has needed a cave update for so long. And they mentioned in the stream, like, we want time to get this right. They 110% got it right so far. Like, they're taking their time to make sure that they get the update, like, done correctly. Holy shit, for just landing in a random place. Wow. Yeah, I can stay there. I'm just looking for some, let me go sleep. But, let me not lose those either. Before I fly away from here and never come back. But, yeah, motherfucker. Okay, well, where the fuck is the ranch from here? I think it's over here. Yeah, there's that. I'll do it right here. But, Mojang talked about getting the update right, and they wanted to take their time to get this update right, and I 100% full-heartedly think... I don't like the sound of that. They got the update right. So far, this was only probably maybe like half of what we're supposed to be getting, and... a cave update has been needed for so long, and yes, Mojang did a fantastic job mixing up the whole cave idea system, or just the whole caving system has just been completely redone, and it's really what we've needed in Minecraft is, like, a more in-depth and, like, crazy cave kind of update, and we got it. So I'm just going to go through what I know off the top of my head, and one of the features, and this is only a speculation of mine, so the update is the Caves and Cliffs update, which we're finally going to be getting Cliffs and the goat mob that was voted, which, by the way, Thank you, everyone who has a brain who did not make the mistake of voting in the Isolager. I just want to say this immediately. That was about to be another phantom mistake. We do not need another annoying mob, especially in the new biome that we're going to be getting. So, thank you, people. I'm glad that it's a piece of shit glow squid, even though all the mobs were pretty disappointing this time around. And just for Cass, I'm sorry you didn't get your cow. But Red will make you a retextured mushroom, and you will have buttercup cows. Or piss cows, as Red likes to call them. But yeah, so the mountains where the goats are going to be. They previewed that the next update for Minecraft Dungeons is going to have the goats and the mountain biome. And from what I saw, it looked like there was a black type of an andesite in the mountains, and that makes me wonder, since this is the caves update, are we going to get marble and basalt? Now, it looked like that this could be a basalt block. Now, I know we did just get netherite, and that is a dark block already. But here is my question. Could that really have been, like, you know, a subtle little, hey, you might be getting basalt with the mountains as well, which would be great. And my only gripe with Blackstone, just let me get this out of the way, it's too dark. It's a great block. Don't get me wrong. I love the block. It was a great addition to this game. It's just too dark. It's a very, very black block, which can make it difficult to work with, which is why you haven't even really seen me use it yet. Because it's a block that is going to be right when it's, you know, needed. And the whole entire nether hub this time on Nebula is made out of Blackstone, and it looks great. It's really only a situational kind of block, which worries me because, you know, like, the Blackstone is great and all, and I want to use it. I want to find a place to use it, but I have yet to figure out a way. There will be a build eventually, but if we got something that was just a little bit more gray, and a little bit, you know, not as black, but like, you know, like a black block, but not as dark. A marble brick or like a polished marble, like basalt or marble. Oh, those would be such good blocks to have in the game. Now, this is only a little bit of speculation on my part. This is only, you know, for the DLC for Minecraft Dungeons, which Minecraft Dungeons is a completely different game. So this might just, you know, be for the aesthetic of the DLC. But moving on from there, a feature that I think everyone saw but was really taken away from it because of the clip was candles. They added motherfucking candles. Like, that already is going to be huge for doing interior decorating. And like, another light source in this game outside of the you know, the lantern, which is already a great, like, item to use. Mojang, you're doing it right. Like, just the candles alone is already great. And also, well, where the candles were seen was in the Dark Depths Cave biome, where we saw the Warden, which is the first ever blind mob to come to the game. And let me just say, that fucking Warden is terrifying. Again, just Minecraft going completely out of this realm. Like, the first ever mob to have, like, crazy animations like it does. Like, they make it look big and kind of, like, you know, threatening and scary. Especially that it acts like a bat and uses echolocation. insane that they did something like this, and also the introduction, the wireless redstone with the whole echolocation stuff, the new little directional vibration hearing thingy blocks that were shown off. That's wireless redstone immediately. That's another like great feature for redstone communities, or just making situational things happen. Like I could probably think of so many ways to probably use those blocks, and also just the new stone variant in this like deep dark cave. It looks amazing. It looks like a very it's like a cobblestone, but it's like a cobblestone that had water running over it, kind of like a river stone type of a block, which is always a welcome block in my opinion. I think that's going to be a really, really useful block to have. But this is just like only the tip of the iceberg, and probably only very little of what they're doing to the cave update. Like, we already got another leave variant, which is how you find the Blossom Caves, which, again, Mojang, you've completely outdone yourself. The Blossom Caves look amazing, and especially those little axial types. I don't know how to pronounce it, but like those little new fish guys. Great. They actually kind of look like koi, in my opinion. So it might be a lot cooler to do a koi pond with them. But yeah, no, and just all of the vegetation that are in these like blossom caves, and especially those giant flowers, the food types that are coming out of it, the vines and the bushes and things like that, and the little purple leaves on the trees that you can see above where those caves are. Amazing. Just amazing. And this is just like the tip of the iceberg, I feel like, because this isn't being released until like probably summer of 2021, which that's far away. We're only at the end of 2020, and they're aiming to release this hopefully by summer. And in reality, that probably means by September of next year. But there'll be snapshots, and I'm going to do videos on the snapshots. I might not necessarily do a survival series in the snapshots to mess with the new features, but I definitely want to get my hands on the features and just see how they work, see how they develop them, and everything like that. Of course, I'm not a very technical person with this game, so if it's just a bug fix snapshot, I'm probably not going to do anything. But if it adds like a new block or like a new mob or something, yes, I'm doing a video on it. And of course, the mob vote, which I would have well preferred the fucking piss cow, the fucking glow squid. Not my first choice, but it's better than an isolager. Let me just get that out there. But yes, we're getting a glow squid. It glows underwater. It's basically just a retextured squid. There's nothing amazing or, big about that. But this update is going to be insane, and I don't even think I covered everything. The new mountain biome and everything that we're going to be getting, and like the powdered snow, that's all going to be great. And I'm just going to touch on this topic here because I know I unveiled that I'm a helper and everything. This is going to be my 2 cents on a reset for Nebula here. And I'm just going to point this out. I'm not confirming or denying that there's going to be a reset, but I think it's time. The Cave and Cliffs update is going to have so much new world generation that I feel like that it's all just going to get pillaged immediately if we just expand the world border again. And also, like, you know, the chances that we'll get everything if we expand the world border by 20,000 blocks is very likely. But I feel like if it was a new map, a fresh start, when the update releases, or maybe a few months after the update releases, it would be perfect. It would be a perfect time for a server reset for Nebula. I know this world has been running for 2 years, and this reset is also very far away, and just, you know, don't go bugging people about a reset, because I'm pretty sure Matt said that this is going to be decided by the Nebula community, so it's not going to be like something that if you just watch my videos, it's not going to be something that like fans or anything are going to, you know, figure out. It's only going to be the Nebula community that figures out whether or not there's going to be a server reset, which my vote on that is a yes. Is there going to be one? There's no saying yet, because we barely know what we're getting still. Like, there could be so much more to this update that it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy update. And I just think it's time. It gives everybody a fair chance to go and explore the new terrain, and plus, Red already had a great idea. I was talking to him and Cass in the Pimp My Ranch chat while the stream was going on, and Red had the great idea to go and live up in the new mountains, which build a little Nordic village, like the three of us, like build a little Nordic village or something like that, or just Nordic houses up there or something, just high up in the mountains, and just make it like really overgrown and shit, and oh, it's going to be a beautiful biome to go to. But now I'm going to stop praising the update here, because there are a few things that I saw that I didn't like. And one of the things is that we still have the standard good old Minecraft cave generation, but they have messed with it. And this is my discussion on how open world games kind of fail nowadays. Because, you know, everybody always wants a big map for an open world game. Like for Left 4 Dead or Fallout or anything like that. Everybody wants a big map. But I think the reason why Red Dead Online is so boring, at least to me, is because it's just too big, and you don't really have good transportation around the map unless you want to fast travel. But for people who want to add a bit of realism to it, you know, it's going to take you a 20-minute horse ride to get from one side of the map to the other. Which, I don't want to do that. I'd rather have some quick transportation. I don't know, for the time, horseback riding was the only, you know, form of like whatchamacallit, like the only form of transportation back then, so you really don't have any other choice. But the caves, they added like the new like localized like water levels where, like, you know, like the cave will be flooded in spots, but also they made the caves bigger. And there's also these massive caverns with stalactites and stalagmites. Another great addition to the game. I didn't even talk about them, but then again, I feel like Mojang, you kind of folded on them because you made it kind of the like the whatchamacallit, the grass texture, like the tall grass texture. I feel like if you made it kind of like a 3D kind of a block texture instead of like that 2D little four-way plane kind of thing, it would have been a bit better to me, but still cool that it drips water, and it's a renewable water source if you put a cauldron under it. That's also another amazing idea that I think they developed into the game. But here's my gripe, and here's where people are not gonna like it. I feel like the standard cave generation might be too big. Now, this is this is to change, of course. This is not something that's going to stay like it is. It's not going to be anything like that. It can change at any point. But I just think when you make something, like if you make your world too big, which on a multiplayer server that's kind of impossible to do because, you know, the people kind of keep you going when the world gets that big. But if you're playing a game like Fallout 76 and if your traveling is just going to take up 90% of your time, not fun. And as caving is already, you know, kind of bleak as it is, I feel like having these wide expanses isn't going to make it fun. Now, of course, that's more for you to light up, which might be difficult in, you know, the beginning game, which might make fighting off mobs a task in itself, but I'm a bit worried that it just might be a bit too much. Just a little bit too much, which it might be, it might not be, but what do I know? It's all what Mojang's gonna do, but I know they said that they want to look out and see the community's response and everything to the update, which I'm glad they're doing that because that's what makes the game 10 times more 10 times more enjoyable, and you know, just oh, shit. Where can I put? I'm just gonna put it right here for now because this is all for spawn. I don't want to go fucking with that. But yeah, I hope that that isn't going to be the issue. But I still already have high hopes in this update being completely amazing. Completely amazing. And yeah, we're gonna see as time goes on. My predictions, though, is probably within the next few weeks here, maybe by the end of November, they're going to start to roll out some snapshots, and we're going to finally get a opportunity to get our hands on these features and see, you know, see how everything is going to work out. Which is going to be really cool to see. You know, I'm excited. I'm excited to get my hands on the snapshots, and you know, hopefully not spoil the update for me, because that's the thing that kind of held me to this game with the Nether update, is that I didn't overplay the snapshots, which I'm probably going to be held back with Nebula anyways, because there's a lot of projects that are going to be going on here soon, so yeah, that's going to hold me back from probably doing that, but I'm most likely going to do some snapshot videos on when the update comes out. But outside of that, I think I've done my talking. I think I've gave my 2 cents. But just to get a little engaged in the comments below, because I want to hear what other people have to say. What do you think is going to be in the cave update that they haven't told us about? And you know, to any of my points that I brought up, especially my point about how the cave update is going to unfold, let me know. Let me know, because I'd love to hear what others have to say about what's going to be coming up in or like, you know, or what they think about the caves, if there's any issues that they have themselves, or just anything that they like that I didn't like, which is probably going to be red with glow squids, because that was, it's not a phantom mistake, but I would have way preferred a fucking piss cow. I'm just glad it wasn't the Iceologer, because that would have completely ruined my mountain idea. But yeah. But hopefully you have enjoyed. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.